displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave the Parker. The first hole is 236 feet. It's a par 3. It's a very open hole. You do have the out of bounds across the park boundary to the left, and a few good-sized trees here. But that's really it in terms of obstacles. We are at Gower Park. We are on the south side of Greenville, South Carolina. There's the first basket up here, a little bit of dense brush behind the basket. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the first basket. Now the course heads into the woods for the next 3 holes. Second hole is 170 feet. It's a par 3. Every hole on this course is a par 3. It's a somewhat tight hole, but not super tight. There are a few trees here between the tee and the basket. There's the second basket. Big tree there right behind the basket. You have to watch out for that. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Third hole, 150 feet. It's another par 3. Every hole on this course is a par 3. It's the shortest hole on this course, but it does require an accurate throw. And it would be a good ace opportunity except for this one tree sitting right in front of the basket. Nice short little hole. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Fourth hole, and the last of the wooded holes. It's 180 feet. It is slightly downhill. Again, a fairly narrow line of play here. There is an entrance trail from a neighborhood street that's directly behind the basket, so you have to watch for pedestrians coming and going from the park before you throw. There's the fourth basket and the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Now we're back out into the open for the fifth hole. It is 325 feet, slightly downhill. That is a walking path, concrete or asphalt walking path, that you see off there to the right. So you do have to watch for pedestrians before you throw. This is an interesting hole because there are some overhanging trees here on the inside of the dogleg, and so you have to decide whether you want to keep your disc really low and take a shorter route to the basket, or if you want to flight your disc higher, then you have to fly well out to the right and bring your disc in from the right. The basket's here kind of in the edge of the woods. Overall, this is my favorite hole on this course because of the strategy component. There's the fifth basket, and there's the view back to the tee from behind the fifth basket. Sixth hole. It plays the opposite direction as the fifth hole, and therefore it plays slightly back uphill. It is 325 feet, and a par 3. It's mostly open with just a few large trees up here by the basket. I recorded this video on the afternoon of December the 14th, 2022. It was a chilly 42 degrees when I recorded this video. Mostly cloudy, as you can tell. Normally this is a heavily used park and a heavily used disc golf course. But that's one of the advantages of coming out here on a really chilly day. I was the only person on the disc golf course on this day. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket, and again you can see all the trees right up by the basket on this hole. The seventh hole is the most uphill hole on this course. It's 230 feet, and the area off to the left, there's a dense wooded area and the park boundary off to the left, so you really don't want to go left on this hole, but there is plenty of space out to the right. There are also some large trees that you have to negotiate, even if you are going to keep it off to the right. There's a seventh basket. It's in kind of a little corner of the mowed grass area. Some nice honeysuckle berries there, bright red in December. Hole number 8 is 295 feet. You do have the same asphalt walking path that you had to deal with on numbers 5 and 6 that crosses right across the fairway here on this hole. So again, you have to check for pedestrians before you throw. Also, you have a couple of large trees up here by the basket. So there's the large tree to the right in front of the basket, and then large tree to the left behind the basket. So pretty boring hole other than for these two beautiful large trees. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Ninth and final hole for this course. 230 feet. It's a par 3. There is a decommissioned U.S. Army tank located off here to the right of the fairway. Honestly, that might be the most interesting thing on this hole. This is a very open hole that's wedged in between a softball baseball field to the left and a tennis court to the right. Since this is the last hole, I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full-time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. The parking lot is just beyond the basket here. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. Nice little course, a short recreational course, certainly not a destination course, but worth playing if you find yourself on the south side of Greenville. So that's the end of the course. I'm going to cut this video. Thank you for watching. Take care, and Lord bless.